So, alright, so this is gonna be a story time video about the time that I smoked crack and borderline got molested in a 50-something-year-old guy's basement. So, to track this story back to the very beginning, I'm gonna preface this a little bit. I was at my job during the day and I get a text from this random number, and I I'm selling it a little bit, obviously, hence this is why I got in this situation I did. So by selling it a little bit, I mean selling it a lot of it, TBH. But he texts me 2 selfies, and he's like, my name is this, I'm this years old, this is where I live, this is what I want to do, this is how much I have. And I was like, okay, like, hold on, like, I'm busy right now, like, I can text you back when I'm done and we can FaceTime later and confirm. And then I get another text that's like, I don't want to do anything sexual, I just want to hang out for a bit. And that was kind of like, when I get those texts, I'm like, it depends. It's gonna go one of two ways. It's gonna go, this motherfucker is a scammer, or he's being legit, and this is just gonna be the craziest fucking night of your life. Turned out to be the second option. And this is just water, by the way. I sometimes get accused of, well, not getting accused of, because sometimes I actually do, but sometimes I fill it with vodka. But no, it's just water. And yeah, so I get home, I FaceTime him, and I'm like, hey, like, what did you want to do? I'm free now. And he answers the phone, and it's like right up to his face. And the hair, it's like all pointed up like not even, like, it's not Liberty spikes, because his hair is so thin, he doesn't have a lot, so it kind of looks like alfalfa a little bit. And he's like, oh, like, I live here, I make music, I just really want to spend time with someone. He's like, but my limit is 100, that's it. And I'm like, well, what are you expecting for 100? Because I'm like, I'm not driving all the way out here for $100. Like, it's got to be an easy 100. And he's like, oh no, I just want to spend time with someone. And I'm like, I'm being sold. Like, I'm being honest. Like, this could be fun. And he like starts showing me his house on FaceTime. And he shows me his backyard, and there's like a whole hut out there. And he's like, I lived out here for a year as a social experiment. And he's like, I wanted it to fix me, change me, refresh me, whatever. I'm like, okay. It did not refresh him. That's all I've got to say. So I get ready. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to make this $100 doing nothing. It's what I thought. I thought it would be from doing nothing, but it wasn't from doing nothing. I was pissed about that. So I drive down there. It takes me about like an hour or more with traffic. And I'm like, at the time I was not burnt out, and I had a mindset that's like, I'm just going to work hard for money no matter what it is. Now I don't have that anymore. Now it's like, if I have to step out of my bed to go get a drink from the fridge, that is too much work for me. I'm burnt out. But this time I wasn't burnt out. This time I was willing to drive like an hour and a half out of my way for $100 to get molested. So, yeah, so I'm driving to his house. I have like my music that I play that like gets me hype. It's like, I'm going to get money. I'm going to be able to do what I want. Like, I'm going to live my dreams. Like, I can't even snap right now. What the fuck is wrong with me? But I'm like, yeah, I'm all hype. So then I get there, like, I park a couple houses down from his, because like whenever I go to Trick's houses, I don't park right out front. I just kind of like park a few houses down. I had to pause the video for a second because I started itching really bad. So yeah, so I always park a few houses down just because I don't know, I feel like safer that way. So I get to his house, I call him, but as I'm walking up, I'm like, I'm here. He waits at the front door, he gives me a hug, and he's like, hey, like, what's up? Can I get you anything to drink? And I'm like, oh, sure, like, whatever you're drinking, I'll have. I forget, I think he it's like some kind of red wine. I don't even know. I trust him, because I don't, like, see, the thing is, looking back, he could have, because he promised me no sex. So he could have roofied me to have sex with me, basically. I shouldn't have taken the drink. Because normally, if they offer you a drink, a trick, I take it because it's like, you're gonna have sex with me. Like, yeah, you're paying for it. But it's like, what's the point? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should not take drinks. I don't do it like that anymore. I'm like, because I'm burnt out. Um, and like, we're in the kitchen. He's like, wanna go down the basement? That's where all my music stuff is. And I'm like, yeah. Like, I thought he was gonna be like a guitar player or something. We get down into the basement. It's like a little guest room. There's a bed and then like a mini table, like a chess table and like two chairs. And then there's like a wall of guitars. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, we get to play with the guitars. I love guitars. On the chess table, I see a pipe and a bowl. And he's like, oh, I hope you don't mind. I was smoking a little bit of crack. And I wasn't too shocked. I was kind of like, I just noticed it. Like, I didn't smell the crack on him, but I felt it. I felt the giggles. And I was like, okay, like, whatever. I assumed. And he kept smoking it back to, like, chain smoking this. I've never seen. He took like so many inhales back to back and wasn't tweaking. He was just he just wouldn't shut the fuck up, but he was acting his normal self. And he didn't offer me any, but after every hit he took and every exhale, I was so tempted. I was like, pass me that fucking pipe. So he lights the torch and I'm smoking it. And I'm like, and I didn't feel anything. And I was like, let me take another hit. Took another hit. I felt it. My head started spinning. I was like, ooh. And it wasn't like a great high. It wasn't anything I'm like, I have to do this again. It was like, oh my God, I just smoked crack. What the fuck? And so yeah, I'm listening to him talk about something. And then he's like, wanna hear my music? And I'm like, yeah, oh my God, I would love to. And he gets he's on his phone. He opens up this app. It's this AI app where you type in a song, it sings it for you and plays it for you, like picks a beat. And I'm like, oh, this is the music you're making. I thought you were. For some reason, my first instinct was actually that this guy was gonna be a DJ. There was something telling me I'm gonna be able to DJ because that's my favorite thing is DJing, and I was like, I'm excited for this, even though he was like a 55-year-old man. I don't know why I thought he could DJ. And then the guitars, like, something was telling me on the way there, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be guitars. Because I'm pretty sure I saw the guitars when he FaceTimed me. So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fun. I did not expect it to be that. And so the whole time, it's not even like I get to make an AI song. I'm just listening to his AI songs that he made. He's playing them all for me, and I'm like, can I have another hit of crack, please? I need to get through this. So we're doing that, and the whole time I'm there, I'm like, I want to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't care. The $100, it'll be worth it. Because I usually ask for the money right away, but I don't know. There was just something about me where I'm like, I wanted to just bring it up casually. And so I would think I got there at 6. It's about like 7ish. So I'm there for an hour. We're just talking. And then I'm like, okay, like at 7:30, I'm gonna tell him like I've gotta go. So yeah, 7:30 comes. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I have to get out of here. I have stuff to do. And he's like, okay, let me go get your money for you. So he leaves that room. He comes back. He's completely naked. And I'm like, okay, I should have expected it. But at the same time, it came as a shock. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? How is this gonna go down? So I just play it cool. And, he starts feeling me up. I'm like, okay. And he starts trying to take my clothes off. And I'm like, all right. And because the whole time he's doing that, I'm thinking of a game plan. I'm like, maybe he just wants to do this. And I tell him, I'm like, I can't have sex with you. I'm like, $100 isn't enough. I can't do something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, I know, that's fine. He starts like dry humping me and then gets really aggressive. And then he throws the $100 at me and throws a condom at me. And he's like, let me put it in, please. Let me put it in. And then I'm like, hold up, hold up. And then I turn him around and then I start like letting him like kiss my boobs and shit and like feel me up. And I'm like diverting him from doing that. Okay, and meanwhile, I forgot to mention this earlier. Meanwhile, the crack made me had to shit so fucking bad. And I was like, the whole time I was holding in my poop. And I told him, I think I told him that to him, like, I'm like, I have to poop. And, okay, so eventually, fast forward a bit, he got a nut off and I was free. And I'm like, hold up, like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then just run to the bathroom and I'm on the toilet. I let all my shit out. I shit out like a 50 shit nuggets. I think I was gonna take a picture of it actually, because I'm like, oh my God. And then I realized, fuck, my money's not there, my phone's not there, my purse isn't there. It's all in the other room with him. And so I think I have like toilet paper in my ass. And then I run to the room again and I grab everything and then come back. And I'm like, oh my God, like what if he tried to freaking rob me? So then I got out of the toilet room back into the smoking crack room. And he's there, he's smiling at me. And I'm like, oh, we have to do this again. This was so much fun. And so like he walks me back upstairs. He walks me to the car actually, because he was still really high from it. Like, I don't know. It's only like a 15-minute high. Okay, just to be honest, I like to make my presence, known, and I like to be very open about everything. I'm not a crack smoker like that. TBH, it's not. I don't find it enjoyable. I don't think the high is fun. So I was sober during, like, when I was going home. So yeah, he walks me into the car. He's like, bye, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time I'm on my way home, I'm like, did that just happen? And did that just happen? And you want to know the sad part? I fucking did it again for $150 a couple weeks later. I was on a grind. Like, I was like, I just want to make so much money. I want to travel. I want to be able to do the things I want to do. And I would just go to extremes and get myself in situations like that. The same thing happened the second time, except the second time, when he was dry humping me, I kind of took charge instead, because I'm like, I don't want you to, like, I genuinely thought he was going to molest me. I was like, no, you're not molesting me. I mean, that was just crazy. And he kept hitting me up again, and like, I've been ignoring him, and like, I don't feel bad for ignoring him. I don't think I have to explain to him that, like, unless he texts me again, I'm going to be like, listen, like, stop texting me. Like, you don't have what I'm looking for, like, it's not worth it. It's $150 is not worth driving an hour and a half for. I'm just being honest. So, yeah, that's that. Haven't done that again. Haven't smoked crack since. And I'm kind of happy about that. That was a very interesting. I don't know if I'm missing anything in this story. It's kind of, that's kind of a tame story compared to some of the other ones I have to tell, but I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.